Hello everybody, Bricks4Dom here, and today I'm going to be building different horror characters from different movies out of Lego. For the past 2 years I've made a similar video each year, so make sure to check them out also. So let's start building the horror characters. So how about we start off with some clowns. So for first character I'm going to show you how to make Pennywise from the movie It. So first of all, grab any white legs and torso that have very little printing, and on the legs put on some sort of white cloth piece. So I myself use the white Star Wars Kama. You can also use Sensei Wu's cloth piece, or you can use this white skirt piece from this minifigure from CMF Series 25. After that, add on a light grey bracket, or even better, white bracket with this assembly on the front of the torso. Now we have captured the detail of these red pom-poms. And then add on this neck attachment piece from this minifigure from CMF Series 7. And then use a Joker headpiece of some sort. After that, grab this hairpiece in orange, which I got from this Harry Potter set, and simply balance it in this position like that. And finally, make this simple build for a red balloon, and there you go. We have Pennywise, which I think turned out fantastic. Now let's move on to the next clown, Terrifier. So for Terrifier, make this small assembly for the legs, or you can use regular legs and make this color variation if you need posability. For the torso, use this sad clown torso from CMF Series 10, or if you have this very rare Batman Two-Face minifigure, his torso and legs are pretty much perfect. You'll just have to swap the colors of both of the arms. The left arm has to be black while the right arm has to be white. And for my variant of a minifigure, we only have to replace this hand to be black. Now the reason we have a bracket piece over here is to add the 1x2 black tile, and that way we have a continuous black and white side. Then add on this black neck attachment piece that I got from the same clown minifigure, as well as any Voldemort headpiece. And then a top hat that I got from Scrooge McDuck from Disney CMF Series 2. And there we go, we have Terrifier, which is a crazy looking minifigure, but I think I was able to capture most of the details very well. Alright, and now I'm going to how to make the characters from certain movies directed by Jordan Peele. So Jordan Peele has made many fantastic movies, and today I'm going to show you how to make the characters from 3 movies: Get Out, Nope, as well as Us. So how about we start off from Us. So first going to show you how to make the full family of our protagonists. Now there is one problem: I don't have a lot of reddish brown minifigure heads that I will need to build the characters. So I decided to open up this big Lego Harry Potter set just for 2 Lego heads. So here we go. So how about I start off by building the mom, Adelaide Wilson. So to build Adelaide Wilson, honestly you can just use regular white legs as well as torso. For the face I used a regular reddish brown female headpiece. When it comes down to the hair, I used this Harry Potter hairpiece, but I would recommend to use this hairpiece in black, as I think it would match the hairstyle a lot better. But yeah, this is it for Adelaide. Now let's build Gabe Wilson. So for Gabe I made this build for his legs, as he does wear shorts in the movie. And for the torso I used this very common Jurassic Park torso, and then I put a bracket on the front with a printed tile. And for the headpiece I used this reddish brown headpiece from this minifigure from Lego Marvel CMF Series 1, and I also used this hairpiece. And for an accessory I gave him a simple build baseball bat as well as glasses. Now when it comes to making Jason Wilson, it was a very huge challenge because the character design is on another level. For his pants he has blue and white checkered pajamas. For the shirt he has some sort of tuxedo design, and not to mention the Chewbacca mask. And honestly, in Lego form he turned out pretty bad. So for his pants I used this skirt piece from Lego Movie CMF Series 2, this Wizard and Oz minifigure. For his shirt I used this Speed Champions torso, simply because it has these black lines, and I also gave him a black bow tie. And the head I used from the Harry Potter set, and I also built him the Chewbacca mask, which does not look like Chewbacca honestly. And of course we can't forget his hairpiece. Yeah, this minifigure was a pain in the butt to make, and it still turned out bad. But let's now move on to the last character, Umbre Wilson. And for her I used some mid-scaled sand blue legs as well as a completely blank aqua torso, this head from the Harry Potter set, as well as this hairpiece in dark brown, but I advise you to use this hairpiece in black. So yeah, here's the whole Wilson family, and even though their character design in the movie looks simple, when it comes to making them out of Lego, oh boy did it take a lot of time. And even then I don't know if they even look all that recognizable. But now let's make their shadow. So most important thing for all of the Tethered is to use regular red legs on torso. We also decided to give all of them dark tan plates to represent the sandals that they wear. And another important detail is to give all of them a dark tan hand for their left hand, while for the right hand just use a regular brown hand. So now let's give all of the characters their heads. So for the Tethered mom red I used the head from the new Dungeons & Dragons CMF dwarf minifigure. And for the hairpiece I used the hairpiece from this minifigure from CMF Series 25. Now for the Terror Dad Abraham, there's a really interesting dilemma. He has a big black beard, but LEGO hasn't made any black beards that would be perfect for this character. For example, this beard piece could have worked pretty well, but unfortunately it doesn't exist in the color black, so what I used was a Ninjago mask, and then I turned it around. And I mean, if you use your imagination, it kind of looks like a beard, right? But yeah, anyway, the face I used is from this minifigure from Marvel CMF Series 2, and I also used this hairpiece. Now for Pluto, I used this headpiece from this minifigure from, once again, Marvel CMF Series 2, and I think it works pretty perfectly. And finally, for Umbre, I used the headpiece from the Harry Potter set, as well as the hairpiece. And the perfect accessory for 3 of these characters would be gold scissors. Now LEGO have actually made this piece in 2 colors, silver as well as gold luckily, but it was only included in this one Harry Potter set so far. Thankfully the price of a gold scissors isn't actually a lot, but unfortunately I do have to use regular silver scissors for this video. But I mean, yeah, I think that the Terror turned out pretty great, since we all have a simple design, while the regular family turned out okay. But finally, let's move on. Now let's build the characters from Get Out, which is a fantastic movie, so I'm going to show you how to make the main characters, Chris Washington and his girlfriend Rose Armitage. So for Chris, you will need sand blue legs as well as the same Jurassic Park torso that I used previously. Just simply flip it to the other side. I also used the cape piece from this minifigure from CMF Series 25, and I used it to represent a hood. And then I used this reddish brown male headpiece as well as hair. So here is Chris, and to make Rose, use dark blue legs as well as this pirate torso, but flip it around and give it white arms. Then I also used a regular flesh tone female headpiece as well as Hermione's hair from Harry Potter. So here is Chris and Rose, and I think that they turned out fantastic. That is not all, as for certain movies I will create a build, and one of my favorite scenes from a movie is the sunken place. So I'll build that out of LEGO. So what I did was grab 2 green base plates, and I mostly covered them up in black tiles and plates, and in the middle of one of the base plates I made the TV with Missy Armitage inside of it. Then in front of that base plate I added Chris floating in the sunken place, and I think that this build turned out pretty cool. And with some editing you can recreate this scene perfectly. Alright, now I'm going to show you how to make the 2 main characters from Nope, OJ Haywood and Emerald Haywood. So for OJ, all you need is dark blue legs and orange torso, and for the headpiece I use the same head that I used previously for Abraham, as well as the hairpiece. So here's OJ. Now let's make his sister Emerald. So to make her, you'll need dark tan legs as well as any lime green torso with brown arms, and this torso isn't perfect, but I do like how this yellow print at the top can be interpreted as her yellow bandana. Then I just used a regular reddish brown female headpiece as well as the hairpiece that I used for red. So here's OJ and Emerald, and they're honestly pretty simple minifigures to make, but now let's make the UFO. So I decided to make a small micro scale diorama of OJ distracting the UFO. So here's OJ on his horse, and I made a small terrain build with a path down the middle, and the colorful studs are supposed to represent the inflatables that the main character set up around the ranch. Then we of course have a UFO that is sucking up one of the yellow inflatables, just like in the movie, and in front of the sandstorm OJ is calmly staying put until the UFO flies away. So yeah, I really like how this turned out, but now let's move on. But I mean, yeah, everybody, this is going to be the end for this video. Thank you all so much to anybody who made it to the very end, and just thank you so much for watching. I was also planning on making the platform, but unfortunately I have run out of time, and so I might make that movie next year. And do tell me your favorite horror characters that I made in the comments down below, and also tell me what horror characters I should make next year. So thank you all so much for watching. Brooks them out. Goodbye.